Hey there, Aquarius. It's Jen here. Kind of forgot who I was doing for just a second. And I decided for these mid month readings that maybe I tried to do a more themed reading each month. We'll see. So, for this mid month reading for Aquarius, I'm going to do career reading. Whoops, there we go. A career reading and a love reading. And we have a sweet offer coming in for the work. I'm starting with career. A sweet offer that you maybe are a little unsure about. We'll be interested to see. Sometimes love and career go together, so we'll see if maybe there's something romantic going on at the office place. But you have a big decision that you're trying to figure out. Maybe you're one of those many people who realize they want something different. It's a pileated woodpecker. Just made itself very well known. Okay, Judgment at the bottom of the deck. An awakening, a rebirth in the sense of a wake-up call, I guess. Just something changes fundamentally in you. This is what I'm getting for this. And because of that, if it you can't help but change other parts of your life or align your whole life with this new appreciation or aha moment or breakthrough. I guess it would be something like, I don't know, when you understand your mortality, um, you know, something, you hear about something tragic happening and you're like, shit, that could that could happen to me. That could happen to anyone. But it's not a fear inducing, I better have a fucking appreciation for life and living life because you never know. You're getting an extra card. Death, that's so funny. I said rebirth and I was kind of like, ooh, that's more the death card. I shouldn't say that. And then we get the death card. So I will go back to my first statement about rebirth. But we have this, there's a fundamental change in you that is making you open to different things than you'd been open to before. And here comes this Knight of Cups offering something. And it has you with that moon card emotionally kind of like, I am feeling like romantic, giddy, almost like really excited. I don't know. I'm having trouble articulating the feeling, but when you're like kind of like a love at first sight or it really has you thrown this offer. It really has you soul searching, and I think you're thinking about your kids. So it may be like that work-life balance, looking for that, and maybe you thought you'd never leave where you are. Maybe you even like your job now, but I'm getting like with the moon is emotional uncertainty. It is. I'm thinking I don't know. Like I don't know how to exactly pinpoint what changed, but I no longer want the same things for the same reasons, and something else has a higher priority in my life than career now, and so much so that I might take a pay cut, or I may leave a company altogether that I never thought I'd leave because I want that work-life balance. I want something different, and it could be anything, a million different things. But I do think it has to do, if you don't have kids, um, it could have to do with, I want to do something with my career. Like, what did you want to be when you grew up as a kid? Or something you used to do as a kid that you kind of let go of because you thought, well, adults have to, have a soul crushing job. And you're like, why can't I go back to that and somehow make that a career? But, looking at it with adult eyes. So some of you may be thinking of starting your own business. Let's see what other cards come out here, though. The World. Yep, you're wrapping something up in order to take this new career offer. That's a culmination. The World card, when you look back on your life, we categorize certain times in our lives. Like, that's when I was in college. That's when I worked at that place. That's when I lived there. That's when I was hanging out with those friends. Um, so when the World cards, you're ending one of those phases and starting a new phase where you'll look back and be like, oh, that's when I, you know, fill in the blank, did that. So this can facilitate a whole new phase in your life. And then the Four of Swords, you want less stress and anxiety. You want to be able to relax. You want to have some time for you. Maybe you commute. Going back to commuting, for me, it's like an hour and a half of my day just disappeared, along with $50 at least out of my pocket a week. More than that, probably, for gas. And, it's kind of like, what the fuck am I doing here? For a job I can do from home. Meditation, you may be more into wellness. You may be more, now I'm hearing crows, more into meditation, wellness, health and wellness. I see you drinking tea. I see you walking. I don't know. I just see you being more at peace and just relishing in the calmness you're creating around you. And so we're still in a work reading, which I think is interesting, but it's like, so you may want to be doing something more in the wellness. And it bucks tradition. Here's the Hierophant. I don't always read this card the same way, but I'm definitely reading it as, especially in this deck, where it looks like they're burning books, as bucking the tradition, bucking the system. There's a bit of a struggle, I think, in you, and that's where the Judgment card is coming in, where you've been conditioned that, no, I have to do this, I have to do it a certain way, I have to have a certain type of career, a certain type of job. And for you to say, hey, I want to go back to school and teach kids art, which is wonderful. Or even more, I want to be an artist. I want to, just like it's going to seem like a 180, I think, to people, but I think it's, in a way, everything you've always wanted. What's the last one? Yeah, look at this. Just seems like work from home. This is teamwork. Oh, it's a 3 of Wands, sorry. Your ship's coming in. So if you look on her desk, there's like an envelope with